Hey guys, welcome back to Globally. Do you know why Americans are not allowed to visit Cuba? Americans are not officially banned from traveling to Cuba. However, there are significant restrictions and complexities that affect travel to the island. Here's an overview of the factors involved. U.S. government restrictions. Travel restrictions. The U.S. government places restrictions on travel to Cuba due to the ongoing embargo. While tourism is officially prohibited, Americans can travel to Cuba under specific categories such as family visits, educational activities, journalistic activities, and support for the Cuban people. These categories have specific requirements and documentation. Licensing requirements. U.S. citizens traveling to Cuba must obtain a license or meet the criteria set for one of the approved categories. Independent tourism is not permitted, and travelers must adhere to the regulations associated with their chosen category. Economic embargo, trade, and financial restrictions. The U.S. economic embargo against Cuba restricts trade, financial transactions, and investments between the two countries. This impacts how Americans can engage economically with Cuba and affects their ability to make transactions during their visit. Restrictions on travel services. Due to the embargo, American travel companies and airlines face restrictions that impact travel services to Cuba. These restrictions can affect flight availability, travel insurance, and other travel-related services. Political relations. Diplomatic tensions. Political relations between the U.S. and Cuba have been historically tense, with periods of thaw and increased friction. These diplomatic tensions influence the policies and restrictions placed on travel to Cuba. Travel advisory. The U.S. Department of State occasionally issues travel advisories for Cuba based on the political and security situation. While not a ban, these advisories provide guidance on potential risks and considerations for American travelers. Health and safety concerns. Medical services. The quality of medical services in Cuba may vary, and travelers should be aware of health and safety considerations. In recent years, there have been concerns about specific health risks, such as the outbreak of diseases or the quality of healthcare facilities. Travel insurance. U.S. travelers are required to have adequate travel insurance that covers medical expenses while in Cuba, as U.S. health insurance plans typically do not cover medical costs incurred in Cuba. Restrictions on communication. Internet and communication. Internet access in Cuba is limited and can be expensive, which can affect communication with family and friends while traveling. Travelers should plan accordingly and be prepared for connectivity issues. Thanks for watching. If you found this video informative, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content, and feel free to comment, guys.